Many regions in South Africa are situated in naturally fire-prone ecosystems. The forestry and agricultural sectors are particularly vulnerable to wildfires, with South Africa losing on average 14,000 hectares of forested land to runaway fires every year for the past 25 years. In an effort to limit fire damage, South African legislation has put a number of preventative measures in place to help reduce the number and severity of wildfires. It is now a legal requirement that every landowner must establish a system of fire breaks and must have trained personnel and equipment at their disposal to carry out fire management tasks. Do you have a fire management plan in place? As an industry leader in research and development and an innovator in both forestry and agriculture, Husqvarna identified that the difficult and potentially dangerous job of fire management could be executed in a smarter and more efficient way. The answer clearly lay in the speed and efficiency of motorized equipment, which is why the introduction of a Husqvarna backpack blower as a fire management tool in 2010 elevated fire control to the next level in South Africa.
For over 6 years, Husqvarna has pioneered fire control and fire management with the use of the commercial backpack blowers. Whether it's clearing around the base of a tree to prevent under canopy fires, fueling wet or slow burning fires, extinguishing small grass fires, blowing a fire break from the roadside, or even mopping up after a burn, one can be assured that with the use of the Husqvarna 570 BTS blower or 580 BTS blower, that these tasks can effectively and safely be achieved. For over 325 years, Husqvarna has been producing products for all customer segments, whether it be homeowner, landowner, or commercial. Through our commitment and investment in research and development, we'll continue to produce high-quality product and look forward to what the future holds.
One of the most powerful commercial backpack blowers in the world, the Husqvarna 580 BTS, has earned its reputation as a highly effective fire control tool for foresters and farmers. With its powerful X-torque engine, the 580 BTS produces the highest airflow of all backpack blowers on the market today, pushing out close to 26 cubic meters of air per minute. The 580 BTS is also equipped with air injection, which cleans the intake air before entering the engine, an important function when working in dusty, sooty environments. Recent in-field research has shown that whilst the volume of air exiting the nozzle of the Husqvarna 570 BTS is slightly lower than that of its big brother, the 580 BTS, the higher air velocity achieved by the 570 BTS, which exits the nozzle at 378 km per hour, means that it is also an effective tool in fire control applications. So, depending on the size and scope of the fire you need to control, the 570 BTS may well cater for your needs, especially if cost is a determining factor. Local teams have also started utilizing the Husqvarna 325 S25 sprayer as part of their fire kit to burn tracer lines. Proper safety protocols should always be followed when conducting fire management tasks. First and foremost, all those involved in the operation must be correctly attired in fire-retardant personal protective clothing. Equipment should be regularly maintained and inspected before and after use, especially for fuel leaks and seepage. Remember that there is no substitute for water, which means that water tankers or bakkie-sakkies should always be on hand when conducting controlled burning. Controlled burning is reliant on communication and cooperation and should be done in conjunction with your neighbors. Let's take a look at Husqvarna's powerful backpack blowers in action at some real-life controlled burns to see how they can add value to your fire management operations. To extinguish a small or short grass fire, direct the nozzle towards the base of the fire, starving it of oxygen and fuel. This can be done from either behind the fire or face on. Smoldering embers and grass tufts are easily extinguished with a Husqvarna 580 or 570 BTS blowers. When burning a fire break, sometimes a wet or slow-burning fire needs some assistance. By standing a couple of meters away from the fire and directing the nozzle at the flames, operating at half throttle, the fire can be fueled. Working in teams of at least 2 operators is very effective, as fire can be controlled from 2 angles. Clearing around the base of a tree can protect it and prevent the further spread of the fire to the tree canopy. Blowing circles around the tree stems and along the rows in a compartment will allow for a much safer and better controlled burn in the tree compartment if this is required. A fire break can be created in a compartment by removing dead foliage. Heavy fuels such as large stems, fallen limbs and logs are typically removed by hand or with a rake first, followed by the blower operator, who can now easily and speedily dispatch of lighter fuels. There are a number of benefits to using a blower in your fire operations. A fire break can generally be constructed at a slow walking pace when using a blower, and whilst efficiency may vary depending on the terrain, weather and topography, most professionals agree that a single blower operator with 2 helpers can construct a fire line as fast as a 6-man crew with rakes and beaters. Rocky terrain makes raking extremely difficult. The blower, however, dispatches with this task quickly and efficiently. The portable nature of a backpack blower means that it can go wherever the operator can walk, and it is thus well suited to working on steep slopes. Blower use is less physically demanding and places less strain on the operator. Don Robertson, owner of Timberwise Trading, has been working as a fire management contractor in KwaZulu-Natal for 16 years. Don introduced Husqvarna blowers into his fleet 4 years ago and hasn't looked back since.
I've been professionally burning fire breaks for the last 16 years. Yeah, I think the blowers have certainly got their place. I don't think they replace everything at the fire. I think you need your backups, you need your water and some hand labour, but they certainly got their place to play. In my opinion, 6 to 8 labourers to a blower with beaters is about the equivalent. I've used both models, the 580 BTS Husqvarna blower and the 570 BTS Husqvarna blower, and I'm impressed with both machines in the fire operation.
Another long-time user of Husqvarna's products, Haters director Lionel van Rooyen, also emphasizes the benefit Husqvarna's equipment has offered his business.
We've just brought in the Husqvarna blowers into our fire operation and found that the productivity levels have been increased greatly. In times when the fire is not wanting to burn, we can fan the fire to increase the burning rate at which we burn, and in times of runaway fires we're able to use the blower to extinguish fires. It's also found remarkably well to help in mop-up operations and in fires that are occurring within the trees to open up fire breaks very quickly and effectively. Whilst one can never replace all the other effective tools of fire management, the Husqvarna backpack blower has certainly become part of our fire management toolkit.